What's going on, everybody? We're going to take a look at some of the new features that are going to be upcoming in Madden 16. This is the Draft Champions mode, where you pretty much design a team of draft champions. You know, pretty much a very simple summation of what it is. It looks, however, very similar to Madden Ultimate Team. Designing your team, it comes across, as you can see, the way that you do an Ultimate Team. If you guys are familiar with Ultimate Team already, you're going to draft an offensive line, you're going to draft a quarterback, specific defensive players, things of that nature. EA Sports seems to be going along the lines of adding more things to the game, you know, similar to Ultimate Team, because pretty much that's a mode where a lot of people are spending a lot of money, which I have also been guilty of it, and I've taken a lot of mistreatment, I may say, from opening packs. You guys can check out past pack openings on my channel if you want to see the real rage. Eventually I just stopped doing it because I didn't know what I was going to do with myself if I kept on opening packs. But this right here appears to be similar to what it is. And like I said, this is all early news coming from E3. So looking at it with Eli Manning, you know, and Garoppolo, which I would definitely take Garoppolo over Eli Manning at this point. After, well, you know, a lot of people knock Eli. You know, he is a two-time champion, and I am a New Yorker, but I would have to go the other way, bro. I can't have a quarterback that throws with his eyes closed. So looking at the rest of the team, you could go ahead and see Staley is going to be the starting left tackle, and you just go through and figure out who you want where and what their ratings were as a draft overall champion. Putting through the lineup now, you're going to pretty much, it's not about, I guess, what they're trying to say is those high overalls. You know, in Ultimate Team, you got guys with 100 speed, 106 something, 197 jump. I guess this is something to like tone it down, where you keep the cards rather normal per se, and not something where a guy comes in to work drunk and just like, you know what, I'm gonna give this guy 197, you know, awareness. You know, like, guy just knows everything and he could ball hawk through the stadium. Guys may think that that's funny, but for a person like myself and other Madden commentators that have played Madden Ultimate Team, it becomes rather frustrating. LaShawn McCoy, Cam Newton, things like that. That's the one thing that I notice about watching this from E3. The cards seem to be relatively decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not something to where you're gonna get a guy that's, you know, sometimes during Ultimate Team for Madden 15, it just became a little bit too much to handle. When a guy had 175,000 speed and you're trying to step back to pass the ball and you get your helmet knocked off. So looking at this, I kind of like the way that they're trying to make an attempt to kind of simmer it down a little bit. Now, I'm not sure how the cards are going to be bought, how it's going to work. I don't know if this is going to be a free mode. Like I said, this is all early footage of Madden 16, which is going to be dropping August 2015. So this is all based on assumption. We're just right now drafting the team, and we're looking at some cards that are pretty much, you know, they're decent overall cards, and it's the draft championship mode. And I'm just trying to walk you guys through, especially for the guys that are new that are going to say, you know, what's Ultimate Team? A lot of guys still don't know what Madden Ultimate Team is. And I'm just trying to make sure that you guys are aware that it's probably the most addictive mode in any game that I've ever played. And you just want to do whatever you can do. Like, you see, pretty much that's an elite card. The Rob Gronkowski's an elite, the Von Miller's an elite. So now you're getting towards those points where the cards get higher overalls. As far as the mode itself as draft champions, you know, was Rob Gronkowski 91 overall? Probably not. I think he developed over time and became a monster. Von Miller came in right off the jump as a beast. I can understand that elite card. Des Bryant, you know, he's always been Des Bryant. So, you know, for that point of view, I can understand. But it's similar to Ultimate Team, is that, you know, in the fact that you do have gold, you do have elite, you do have silver. But I'm just trying to make you guys understand the process of this draft that's going on right now, which, you know, which is an early look at it for E3. This mode, I just don't know exactly what's going to come of it, and it's really concerning me. But that's just the part of the drafting right now. That's not the issue right here. Let's get into some gameplay really quickly. As you can see, if you have Madden 15, it appears to be the same opening sequence with a little bit of things added in. There you go. You see the Draft Champions logo come in, so you can know that that's what we're going to be looking at right now. Head coaches, everything looks the same graphically. You know, does he have ashy elbows like in Madden 15? I don't know. I didn't really see that. But pretty much it seems to be the same thing. A little bit more of the adjustment. The guys taking a later huddle to get lined up for the kickoff. But this is one thing I've always given EA Sports credit for, is the the animation outside of the game. They do a lot in making sure that the game looks good. And they do it to us every year. So this is not surprising that the game looks very, very good. As you can see, you're in Draft Champion Stadium and the ball's being kicked off to a team that I guess, you know, was just created. So most of the people that you just saw created, you're going to see in the actual game. You can see as the guy comes out right now, you can see the card. They put the cards next to it, so that way, that's to stop people from pausing the game intermittently and trying to see who's in the lineup. Ryan Tannehill is coming out. He's a Draft Champions QB, and they show it a little bit more of a design. Looking at his face, he looks the same way he does in real life, pretty stupid. And you can see, especially with the layout looks the same. It's not too much that's been done with that. The way the guys come out, the star, you may notice the star on the player. Those are the real elite star players. You can see the different camera modes still exist. Motion in the players, that's probably like, it's gonna be a guy doing an out route. Oh, yeah, still same play. Right there, he does a quick curl to see what's going on, to see if a dude is trying to play D or not. Still looks the same, but then you can see the new gang tackle animation. To be honest with it, I don't know if you guys remember the Madden where you had to press the button really, really fast when it was like the ball, it was gang tackles and the ball could get lost and things like that. Like, I don't really care about that as far as a new addition to the game. I think that there should have been other things that were focused on. Looking at the actual visual aspect of it though, it's a little bit more fine-tuned for Madden 15. Right there, you can see that you can still try to throw the fade. The aggressive catch is something that's been added into the game to kind of limit, the quote-unquote face catching, which I consider user catching. I don't know how you catch a ball with your face, but the user catching aspect is now aggressive catch. So pretty much, you click on the player and you hold the button and you're gonna do everything that you used to do in Madden 15, but it's called an aggressive catch. Looking at a lot of the gameplay that I've seen from various sources, it just seems as if the aggressive catch is gonna be something that's gonna be very hard to stop. If you've seen the trailers, you can see that Odell Beckham Jr. is like 4'1", and he's mossing Pat P or whoever he's mossing. And right there, you can go ahead and you see the LaShawn McCoy card, and it gives you a little bit more statistical information. That part, letting you know who the players are, is a lot easier, so that if you're playing against somebody with a with a stacked team, you can actually see it. All of that stuff I understand and I appreciate, but I'm looking more towards the mechanics of the game. I want to see more towards getting away from warp tackling when a guy is 95 feet away from you and you were spamming the button and you just warp tackle him. I want to see things like that. I want to see, when a guy is behind a receiver, he can't just catch up into him. Okay, here you go right there. Okay, see, so now that's the aggressive catch. And it's very, very similar. It just slows it down. You know what I'm saying? Like, with Madden 15, you can catch the ball on the run, cut right in front of the defender and keep running. With this, you can take a look at it as we look at the replay. It's kind of, it slows them down. So maybe more now, you'll be able to get the tackle. Right now, we jump right into Nelson trying to get an aggressive catch right here in the end zone, and it's broken up. You can take a quick look at that again. It's very, very similar. You're just trying to get inside control, but they're just calling it an aggressive catch. And now, as you can see, the defender has a little bit more ability to break up the pass. Pretty much. So coming out of the gate, the impressions of the game, it looks like Madden 15 with a little bit more detail. To be honest with you, I have to wait until I see a little bit more of it. They say that the offensive line will be a lot smarter. There'll be a lot more penalties. Hopefully we'll see pass interference for once. As you can see, the guys still run right through the guys' bodies, so it doesn't really matter how much solid how solid the offensive line is. Right there, you see he just, he caused, what is that, a false start? So, these penalties were very minimal in Madden 15, and a lot of people had, we had a lot of problems with it. And according to EA, people reached out and had concerns. The play action reach around, aka play action end around play, is going to be no more as far as how it was running rampant in Madden 15. And a lot of other things are going to be taken out. They said the warp tackle, mossing, but that's all I've seen in the first promo that I'm looking at right now. There's a lot of mossing and things of that nature. So it looks like the name has just been changed. As far as nano blitzes, we have to wait for the game to actually be released to see, as far as the mechanics, how it's going to work. Pretty much everything else looks to be the same. The punt formation, the way that the people are moving in the stadium, the guys on the sideline, a majority of them are still fake, other than the coach and a couple people. They look like paper bags. But looking at the game itself, like I said, it just looks as if it's Madden 15 a little bit more fine-tuned. You can see more reflection of the helmets. If you guys are into that sort of thing, that's all it looks like it is. It's more graphical enhancement to the animation. So if that's what you're looking for, that's fine. And as we know, Madden Joe Montana 16 is not going to be available for next-gen consoles. It's going to be starting off on iOS and then going to Androids on, you know, mobile phones. So that's no way, that's not an option for anybody that was planning on doing that. That was just a lot of hype. And right here, we're going to take a look really quickly again at aggressive catch. It's the same exact thing. You're going in front, clicking on him, and catching it. It's the same exact thing, only being done with Joe Horn, a mad old receiver. And that just lets you know what you're in for. So this is the first look at Madden 16. For what I was able to decipher, it looks exactly the same, and it's going to be a lot more of the same things that they're saying they were going to get rid of. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, it's always one love.